name is Madison and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm so excited to talk to y'all about some money saving tips, tricks, and hacks for the holiday season. There are a lot of promotions going on right now for the holiday season that can earn you money, save you money, and whatnot. So I am here to share a little list of things I have compiled. My boyfriend is super into finance. He gives me a lot of tips and advice, and I figured y'all might want to hear it too. So alrighty, first things up, Sofi right now is an online bank that has some really great promotions running this holiday season. If you sign up for a checking account and deposit $10 using somebody else's link, you get $25 for free. Pretty darn simple. Sofi has no fees, no nothing. They actually sponsor the Rams football stadium, so they're a pretty big, well-known bank, and if you are looking to set up a checking account, no matter how big, no matter how small, I highly recommend using Sofi's. Like I said, all it takes is depositing $10 and you get $25 free as long as you sign up using somebody else's link, which is pretty darn cool. I personally have a few different bank accounts. I have Sofi, I have Ally, and then I have a local bank that has in-person branches. I really like having different bank accounts because they give me different interest rates. There are also different limits on how many times I can transfer between banks, so having more banks gives me more opportunities to transfer my money. And of course, having different accounts allows me to separate different things I might be saving for. So I have my emergency fund in some places, I have my car savings account in some places, I have my grad school savings account in another place, I have my active cash, so money that I am frequently using to pay off my credit cards, in another place. So I'm a big fan of having my money in a few different places. Again, you get different interest rates, which can be really, really beneficial depending on how long you're wanting to keep your money in. It gets me more transfers, and of course, little promos like Sofi's are pretty nice too. So I will have a link down below. Like I said, if you use somebody else's link, like the one down there, you get $25 for free when you put $10 in. So that's pretty darn good. Next up, Rakuten, y'all. I'm sure you have maybe seen ads and whatnot for Rakuten. I honestly forget what they used to be called, but Rakuten is a website that gets you cash back on purchases, and every so often they'll have double cash back where you get 10% cash back at Nike or whatever it is. They'll mail you a check and whatnot every so often when you have enough cash back. Right now, same thing, they're having a great promotion. As long as you spend $30 on somebody else's link, you get $30 of cash back on top of your traditional cash back percentages. Like I was saying, I think Nike right now is having double cash back, so it's 10%. So if you were to go through Rakuten using somebody else's link and spend $30, you'll get your traditional 10% cash back at Nike or whatever the corresponding cash back percentage is, and an additional $30, which basically makes your purchase even better than free. You actually would be making money on your purchase depending on how much money you spend, which is pretty darn great. So if you spend $30 at Nike, your 10% cash back, you get $3 there, plus your extra $30, you'd be paying or getting paid $33 to make a $30 purchase, which is pretty darn cool. And then of course, once you set up an account, you have access to all of their other cashback sources as long as you have your account set up. Everything from Apple has cashback sometimes, Lululemon, Athleta, Amazon might, Sephora, Ulta, any company, Best Buy, almost any company you can think of has a cashback partnership with Rakuten, which is great. So you will have access to all of that cashback that you can browse through to do all of the remainder of your holiday shopping. If y'all really want to stack your rewards, go check out Discover right now. Discover has a great student credit card and a ton of other great cards, but I personally have their student credit card. Right now, if you sign up using somebody else's link, you get $100 for signing up as long as you make one purchase within the first 3 months. It does not matter how much that purchase is, but you do get a $100 statement credit after you make one purchase in the first 3 months. Your statement credit just says that the first $100 you spend on the credit card get waived, which is crazy. And on top of that, Discover has rotating 5% categories. So for 3-month chunks, they'll give you 5% cash back on different categories. Right now, those 5% categories are mobile wallets and Amazon. And get this, your first year, all of your cash back gets doubled, which is crazy. So basically, all of the purchase that you make on your Discover card between now and the end of December, you get 5% cash back on Amazon and mobile wallets, which then gets doubled to 10%. And of course, if you do make a purchase within the first 3 months, you get a $100 statement credit. This is nuts, you guys. That's like getting 10% back on all of your holiday shopping. I have been using my Discover card for almost everything lately because of Apple Pay. You can do Apple Pay on, I think like REI has Apple Pay. A ton of online websites have Apple Pay that I've been using a lot lately. I think Lululemon does. And then of course everything in person these days almost all has some sort of mobile wallet. So I'm getting 5% cash back on like going to lunch with my friends or other like random purchases, holiday purchases that I'm making. Now, if this is your first year having the card, that gets doubled to 10% plus your $100, which is insane. 2 other great things with this credit card. It is a student card, which means it is intended for you to have no credit history. So you do not really have to worry about having any credit history. It is targeted towards students that have never had a credit card before, which means you might not have a very large credit limit. So they might not give you $4,000 to spend just because you don't have any credit history, but it's almost guaranteed that you get approved for this credit card. As a student without credit history, because it is targeted at students without credit history, which is great. This was my first credit card. I've had it for almost 3 years now. I love it. I still use it almost, or I shouldn't say almost every day, but I still use it for a lot of my purchases. And one great perk about this card is because it is a student card, you can get $20 every year for having good grades. So as long as you have a 3.0 or better, you can submit your grades and they'll give you a $20 statement credit. So you'll get $20 off your purchases, which is super cool. So I will have my code down below, or my link down below, so y'all can get that free $100 if you do want to sign up. Highly recommend this credit card. Great way and a great card to make all of your holiday purchases on because of that kick-ass cashback bonus right now. So highly recommend. I do want to say that I am not trying to give you credit card advice at all. Credit cards can be very, very powerful tools in both good and bad ways. If you use them, or if you abuse them and you do not pay them off on time, you can land yourself in credit card debt, which of course is not a good thing. So pay your credit card bills on time, pay them off in full, and you will be rewarded with great benefits, great rewards, and a great credit score. A good credit score is not only good for loans, but it also helps you get approved for even more powerful and more beneficial credit cards in the future. So like I said, I'm not trying to encourage you to get a credit card if you are not in a financial place that you can pay this off on time and that you can, and in a place where you can use it responsibly. Please only be making sure that you're putting purchases on your credit card that you think you could pay off on time, and that you are in a financially sound place to, like I said, pay that off when you need to. So use credit cards wisely. They can be great, great, great tools for cashback, rewards, bonuses, that sort of thing on gas, groceries, other purchases, whatever it might be, but please use it wisely. So there's my little tidbit of advice. And my last piece of advice, or money saving advice for this holiday season, I don't know if I'd call this advice, but check out the American Express Blue Cash Everyday card. This is another free card that also is fairly easy to get if you have no credit history or don't have like the world's greatest credit score. This credit card has some really great year-round benefits. If this is something that you're interested in, not just for the holiday season, but year-round, you get 3% back on gas stations, supermarkets, and online purchases, and then 1% on everything else. So if you are looking for a credit card to put gas on, put your groceries on, or you're an online shopper, that can get you a lot of great cash back on everything online. I highly recommend the Blue Cash Everyday card. Again, on credit card with no annual fee. So as long as you pay it off on time, you don't owe them any money. You're just paying your own bills and getting the benefits from it. This card right now has a few different promotions running for the holiday season. You can get up to $150 back during your first 6 months of purchases on it that you make with PayPal. And then you also get $100 if you spend $2,000 in your first 6 months. So maybe the benefits aren't quite as easily attainable as the Discover benefits are, but this is a great card if you're looking for kind of a catch-all card for your groceries, your gas, and your online purchases. I think these two cards together go great. Now again, please don't go out of your way to get that to spend that $2,000 in 6 months just for that $100 credit if you don't think you're in a place where you could actively pay that off. That is only $333 a month, so I actually was able to do this by putting most all of my purchases on this card when I got this card, but I think these two cards go great together. The Blue Cash, like I said, is a great catch-all for online purchases, groceries, and then gas, and the Discover card is a great one for those rotating categories, which some months the rotating categories do include gas or do include groceries. Again, this month's and this season's, they are Amazon and then mobile wallets, in which case I gravitate towards my Blue Cash for like gas stations that don't take Apple Pay. So benefits to both, and again, if you can be smart about them, credit cards are a great little tactic to get some more cash back on purchases you are already making and start building up your credit score. So stacking both of these things on top of your Rakuten, using those promotions and that cash back, and then depositing money from your Sofi Bank account where you can get a bonus there. Bingo bongo, you are making money left and right on purchases you would already be making for the holiday season. So if you have any questions about these things, please let me know down below. I'd be happy to answer them for you. I hope you are enjoying your winter season and the start of it so far. Again, please be smart with your money, but these are some great little tactics that I have used and I highly suggest you do too, to make and save some money this season and year round. But I wish you all the best, and I hope you all have a great day. Peace out. Bye.